I get asked quite often what the winters are like in Santa Fe, and does it snow, and do we get a lot of snow? And yes, the answer is yes, it does snow, and yes, sometimes we get a lot. Everything is closed today. It started snowing probably like around 5 in the morning, and there's at least 6 inches, maybe more, still snowing. Very few cars on the road, which is good because it's like solid ice. You know, by tomorrow or Friday, this will probably all be melted, but when we do have days like this, it's like perfect day to just stay at home and make a fire, have some hot chocolate, build a snowman. I've been shoveling for the last 2 hours, so that's another project you might have to add to your list. But yes, some days it ends up being like this because we are in the mountains at 7,000 feet. So when we get a good combination of moisture and cold air, we get dumped on. But it's super fun. Just something to keep in mind though when you're buying a house that maybe has a long driveway like mine, which I'll show you in a minute. I don't ever have to plow my driveway, but sometimes I do have to go out and drive on it back and forth a little bit just to like pack it down, which is something I'll probably need to do today. It's supposed to stop snowing by noon or so, like so in a couple more hours, but you know, they were wrong about that too. They said 1 to 2 inches this morning, and they were completely wrong about that. So see if I can get down this hill without skidding out into the intersection. So this is St. Francis or St. Michael's Drive. This is one of the main thoroughfares in town, and it's supposed to be plowed, but obviously they're not really getting on the ball here. Maybe they are, I don't know. Doesn't look great. And now I'm seeing it's all backed up down there for some reason. Okay, so it's somewhat clear. There's a path. I don't know what's going on down there, but they closed the interstate even today. I-25 is closed in both directions, so if you have to go to Albuquerque, forget it. My son had to turn around this morning. They were on their way to school, and I said, turn around. They just closed the highway. So they get a snow day too. This would be considered a residential street, so this is like way down on the list in terms of priorities. You may see a plow on my roads by sometime this evening, but also I kind of doubt it. They've got so much work to do on the main arteries that they're not going to get to this, if at all, you know. But you can see it's pretty much packed down just by people driving on it, so that helps. Now, here's my driveway, which is quite long. But, you know, we have all of our cars are four-wheel drive. Well, except for my wife's. She just can't drive that little thing today anywhere. I already told her. Yeah, so that's another thing to consider. Like, having a all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive vehicle is pretty much a requirement, I would say. At least one vehicle, so that way on days like this you're not going to get snowed in or stuck. Like, the only cars I've seen today so far, and I haven't driven that much, the only cars that I've seen that have been stuck or having problems are two-wheel drive vehicles. So if you do not have a four-wheel drive vehicle on a day like today, you can't go anywhere. So that's another thing to consider. If you're going to be moving to Santa Fe, is make sure you have at least one vehicle, full-time, four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. That's why you see some of these Subarus around town. All right, that's about it. I'll check in again later. Maybe if it's still snowing, it could be more of a spectacle. I'm probably gonna have to go back out and shovel this afternoon. Maybe I'll do another video.